Oh my God, have you ever been standing at the airport and you watch somebody literally dragging behind like a cardboard box with a piece of tape on it and a rope tied to it because they have never traveled before and they have no idea how to travel and they're walking 3 miles an hour through an area where you need to run through in order to get to your plane? Yeah, that's what we're talking about today. Actually, today we are talking about travel mistakes. Travel mistakes I see travelers make again and again and again. And yes, I am guilty of making several of these mistakes myself. If you want to save money, avoid stress, and actually enjoy your travel, then stick with me. We're getting into it right now. Welcome and welcome back to Wander with Bree. I am Bree, and this is the channel where we talk about all things travel, the stories surrounding them, and then I sprinkle in a little bit of tech magic because your girl loves tech. If you haven't subscribed already, please feel free to subscribe down below. If you have, welcome back. So happy that you're here. So mistake number one that I see is overpacking like you're about to move abroad. And guilty. I once packed a total of 4 sweaters to go to Greece. I don't know what I was thinking. Clearly, I didn't need it. It was like May in Greece. But I thought maybe there's a possibility that I might wear something. And I had no room in my suitcase and I had to buy an extra bag in order to bring all the crap home that I bought there. And here's the thing, if you pack by item, you will always pack too much. You're going to build a capsule wardrobe that makes everything fit together. But the general idea is if you, for example, have a white tank top and you have blue jeans, you likely can pair those items with other outfits throughout your trip. You won't know, the people you're traveling with won't know, and Instagram definitely won't know. Save yourself some time, effort, and energy. And as you are packing and preparing for your trip, plan out outfits and make sure that they can be mixed and matched. And that way, you're not wearing the same thing every day, but you're also not packing your entire wardrobe and lugging around a gigantic suitcase in the cobblestone streets of Europe. Mistake number two, trying to do everything in one trip. Now, we as Americans typically only get 7 to 14 days of vacation. Now, that's if you have a typical 9 to 5 office job. A lot of us, if we take time off of work, we're not getting paid. Your vacation that you're taking is likely one of the biggest things that you are doing in your life. So, of course, if we go all the way to Italy, we want to see everything there is to see in Italy. But the problem is, if you have 17 sites that you want to see in 5 days, there's only so much time that you can spend at each site. It doesn't leave you any room for naps, for downtime, for long cups of coffee in the morning on a piazza. That's where the magic of travel really comes in. So you are not on The Amazing Race. Slow down. Pick a few experiences that are important to you and just be. Truly, this is where all the magic lives when you are traveling. Mistake number three is one of the largest reasons that I started this YouTube channel. It's something that I see travelers do every day. Mistake number three is skipping the basics, the logistic, the customs, and the local knowledge that come with planning a vacation. Not knowing how to get from the airport to your hotel on a Sunday when everything shuts down, that's going to be a problem. Take 30 minutes and pop onto Google Maps. Place the places where you want to go onto your map and pop into a Reddit forum or two and see, is it more popular to take Uber, a taxi cab, the rail or train system? Not every country and not every city are the same. In some places, it's not safe to take a taxi. In some places, it's the cheapest, most efficient mode of transportation. Spend a little bit of time and do your research, and trust me, the future you will be so grateful you did this. Mistake number four is booking flights only on price. Now, we have all been here. You think that that 6 a.m. flight after your best friend's wedding in Ireland is going to be a great plan, but literally it's going to be you, your suitcases, and your tears at 4 a.m. wondering what you just did to your life and why you thought that that flight that was $35 cheaper was a better idea than sleeping in. Take your body into account when you are planning these trips. Your time and energy is part of your travel budget, and you're not going to enjoy a trip if you're exhausted. Okay, so mistake number five is ignoring perks, planning tools, and points. Who is out here in this economy paying full price for flights and hotels? It is not me. There are apps, tools, and credit card perks available for this reason. And if used appropriately, then you can actually be bougie on a budget, get upgraded, or potentially fly for free or stay for free if you're using these points and perks properly. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about this, I have 2 separate videos on this, AI planning tools. And then I also have a video with Stephanie Zito where she talks about how to point hack your way to using credit cards, points, and miles in order to upgrade and fly and travel easier. I'll link them up here or down below, wherever it ends up, and you guys can check that out. Okay, mistake number 6. And this one really hits home for me too. Mistake number 6 is waiting for someone to travel with. I've done this. I have missed trips that were a whole bunch of couples going on a trip, but I didn't have a partner, so I didn't go. I missed out on great opportunities. And then a couple years ago, I decided, well, screw that. If I want to go somewhere, just gonna go. So I did. Some of my most healing, exciting, and freeing trips I've ever taken have been traveling solo. Traveling alone oftentimes opens up doors for you that you wouldn't have if you were traveling with a partner. You meet people that you wouldn't normally meet. You potentially get reservations you wouldn't normally get because you're only a party of one. One experience I had is I got into a speakeasy in Mexico that I wouldn't have gone into before, that was hard to get into because I was just a party of one. And you have the downtime, the quiet, the peace of being a solo traveler. I highly recommend it for anybody that's considering it. Start small and then you can turn it into larger trips if you decide that you want to. Don't let someone else's hesitation hold you back from doing what you want to do in your life. Okay, and mistake number 7, this is the biggest one. Mistake number 7 is not planning for the unexpected. I call this gentle contingency planning. What if it rains in a place that it never rains? What if your phone dies, but you're one of those people that says, oh, my phone never dies? What if there's no Wi-Fi? What if you miss your train? Or what if you forgot to book a place to take you? Or what if the only ATM in town is down? Here's what to do. Download offline maps. I use Google Maps. I plan out my trip. I download the whole trip and then I have it saved on my phone. I don't need data or Wi-Fi to access it. Carry a power bank. At the very least, carry a charging cord with you and a charging brick. But if you can carry a power bank, you have room for it in your bag, absolutely carry a power bank to recharge. Write down on a piece of paper your hotel name and address, any emergency contacts you may also need. If for whatever reason you break your phone dies, you drop your phone into water, the Wi-Fi data isn't working, whatever, you have access to what you need. Even though it's not as easy, it's not as fun to carry around a piece of paper, carry it around. Or what I do is I have a Remarkable, although I guess this could die too, but I carry this around and I have everything written in here as well. At least it's sort of like a fail safe, right? My phone dies, maybe the Remarkable doesn't die. I don't know. Also keep a little bit of cash tucked away. Keep your country's currency on hand and then the other country's currency on hand, just in case, because you never really know when you're going to need it or what the country you're traveling to may prefer to take. Sometimes I know from the United States, some countries prefer to take dollars over their own currency. So it just depends on where you're shopping, where you're going to be, what exactly you need, you know? So travel should be fun, not perfect. But if you don't plan for the bad stuff to happen, bad stuff will almost inevitably happen. And then you will be sitting on the side of the road waiting for your hotel to open in 7 hours with no food, no cash, no Wi-Fi, and no bathroom to use. Not that I've ever experienced that before. And honestly, the more you expect chaos, the easier it is to just deal with it. Because in travel, part of the reason why people love traveling and people love travelers is we are flexible and adaptable and stuff changes and we're fine. So if this saved you from even one rookie mistake, please drop a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here. We are a growing channel. We are a little channel. So what's your biggest travel mistake? What did you learn from it? Please share it with everybody here. And if you're gearing up for travel, I've got you covered. I've got videos from cruise lines to AI travel hacking. So whatever it is that you are looking for, if it is vacation/travel related, I am here for you. And YouTube will suggest something for you. Go binge those next. I am super happy that you guys were here. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.